Jen, shall we podcast? Are we recording?
I think we should podcast.
I think we should podcast.
We're recording, so all the essential equipment is functioning.
Well, you can speak for yourself because my essential equipment is not functioning.
My essential equipment is basically given up on
My
me.
essential equipment right now is full of gas, and no one needs to know about that.
I should, you know what? I should have saved that huge burp that I just did.
Yeah,
for the podcast,
Jen just burped, and it was like she was like, "Excuse me, 1 second."
Where I Mom So Hard. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook,
Twitter, the TikToks,
all of that. Please.
Don't add any more, okay? Because I can't deal with it. Don't add another freaking thing that we're supposed to put stuff up on. Because I don't know how people do it. I'm like, it's a lot of stuff.
It's so much stuff.
You know why? Because other people are A, more efficient. B, don't have to. We don't live together, and C, don't have kids.
That's what I was going to say. Don't have kids, or like maybe they're married to a surgeon.
Right. We're chucking it through 30 minutes of traffic and trying to get our kids to the dentist. I had to take Eleanor in for a weird skin patch. Everything's great.
Yeah, okay, but also
maybe just a little eczema.
Subscribe to this podcast.
Yeah, subscribe,
review
rate.
it, help us out.
Yeah, we need to get a few more followers, if you will, a few more subscribers, if you will, to keep this gas tank running. And that I am talking about my essential equipment.
That's not actually the case.
It is. Well,
do we?
I mean,
has somebody said to us, "You guys need to get. You've got 10 listeners now. You need to get up
20?
to 15. Yeah,
yes,
20. Okay,
they have.
Well, man,
but
that's a lot of pressure.
It's not 20. It's metaphorically like 5. But people forget that rating and reviewing is the way that everybody in the world goes, oh, they actually have participating listeners. We also send people all the DMs that we get, and we're like, hey, look at this. They're all referencing the podcast. But if you follow the podcast on Instagram, that's helpful. But really, rating and reviewing, boy, have I hard sold it.
I don't know, but
Girl Scout cookie season, I would literally sell 1 million.
Yep, we're in sales mode. But I really do have a funny mom box for later, too.
Okay,
Speaking
great.
of
and
those
I have
DMs.
a hot flash that I can't wait to talk about.
I'm excited.
And but we have a good topic today. I think it's like,
I know.
We're going to talk about gossip.
Yeah, and I feel like every time I was thinking about this topic, my head went to rumors.
I know, it's the same. You know what? I researched a little bit because so sometimes I think we get confused. One might get confused that when you talk to a friend and you're confiding in a friend, even if you are saying something that isn't positive about someone else, that is not technically gossip because you have a relationship with this person that you trust not to spread this information.
Right.
Gossip is actually the opposite. You are telling every Tom, Dick, and Harry information, and you're also adding untrue information.
Ooh.
So you're saying, like, I saw so-and-so leave a restaurant together last night, and they aren't married to each other.
And they tell two people, and
they're
then
like,
they
I
tell
think I
two
saw
people.
lipstick on his collar.
What?
And they're like
Okay.
adding to it.
So that is a rumor.
So that's a rumor, and that's gossip. And recently, the reason we're talking about it right now is my son got in trouble at school, and I'm not going to air his dirty laundry too much, but I will just say that
we're not going to gossip.
We're not going to gossip about him, but I'm going to give you the brass tacks so we know why we're talking about it.
You point to me, and I will add on made up information.
Thank you.
And
thank you. Add up on information. Can you add the information in a positive direction? Like I tell the story, and then I'm like, and then I walked into the room, and you say
he was working on his math homework diligently.
No, absolutely not.
No,
I walk into the room, and everyone
wolf whistles, and men start rubbing their pants.
Right. That's exactly the direction I need that to go. Okay, because it's about me feeling more positive about myself. Thank you. Or like, I walk into the room and everyone looks.
So it's about Finn, but you come
really
in
about
and got it.
It's way more fun to talk about.
Got it.
So Finn, we got a call from the principal. Not a great day.
Ooh, yep.
And it was tricky. We have a real strong rule in our house. You get in trouble at school, you're in trouble at home. 0. We're like an insurance company. There's no reason to even get into details. You're in trouble.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So when it's the principal that administers like the big issue, because, we've gotten emails like from the teacher about
If it's coming from the principal, it's a big deal. It's already
because there's no deans in elementary school.
Principal, we have a vice principal, and we have his teacher. And this was a principal call.
This fully escalated.
This went well, and rightly so. There's a lot of background information that I'm just going to not put in because I don't think it's great for me to talk about other kids. But suffice to say, there were 2 boys that got in a fight on the playground, and man. This was like 5th grade drama fodder. Everybody was very excited about the buzz. They're like, 5th grade, it's like a tabloid. It's like everybody wants to be, it's like, oh my God, so-and-so looked at so-and-so, so they must be in love. And
let's be honest, until somebody really gets hurt in a fight, everybody likes a little bit of the excitement.
They want all the lead up. They're like, all this lead up and drama. So my son got a little wrapped up. So this fight happens, and Finn was not a part of the fight at all. That is not what he did. But what he got in trouble about is that he kept talking about it because he got caught up. He was excited about the drama that came with that. The buzz. Yeah. He was really into the buzz, and so he was really talking about it a lot at a table during lunch, which he wasn't even really supposed to be at. So it was a twofold situation. He's not supposed to be up from this one area. He's up. I'm sure he's working the room. He's going to each table like, did you hear about the fight? Blah, blah, blah. And so when Mr. Martinez called, it was an effort to say, like, this isn't a huge thing on the Richter scale, but Finn, by him talking about it, it sort of stirs the pot and it like keeps the energy going, and he got caught up a little bit. And I was like, boy, this is going to be a really hard thing to explain to him. And it was, because he was like, well, why are you mad if I wasn't the one fighting? And I was like, because it's gossip. And he's like, well, I don't understand what gossip is. And I was like, sit down. We're going to talk for 45 minutes while I figure it out as I go.
Yeah, while I sit delicately upon this chase.
Yeah.
And
pace a lot, sweat. Yeah, look up on Google, try to find a YouTube
add that
for
positive information for you, Kristin. You looked beautiful while you did it.
Thank you. I had a fan going.
Yeah.
Not because I just wanted my hair to flow.
You know what? She had many fans there, meaning like people who looked to her for parenting advice.
Let me tell you, the knocks on the door
her.
During this conversation, I was like, do your own parenting. I'm not letting anyone else in.
And she was in a swimsuit.
I was.
A thong swimsuit. And everybody was
I looked fantastic.
So amazed by how good she could look disciplining her kid. It was incredible.
You know, I know none of this is true, but I'm on board. I'm like, I want it to be that's the case. But instead, it was like me behind our kitchen table scowling like I look like a Pixar character. I was like, what?
Oh, God.
I'm like, Mount Roselle, scary.
They're at the age where you can't bullshit them. They can see just by your face.
And you can't weaken.
Yeah, you have to like really craft your words because they're also manipulative at this age where they can like work their way around whatever you say.
Right. So. Well, Finn felt terrible because calls from the principal, they've only happened one other time, and it was a really silly, weird thing. But this was like he is. I'm not trying to sound braggy, but Finn is. This is what the teachers say, that Finn is delightful in class, that he has a strong sense of humor, that he is a leader, and that he can wield his sword for good or bad. So if he is
like his powerful yet beautiful mother. Oh my God. Tell me when to stop.
Never, not that. I'm so glad this is the game. I'm never gonna stop this episode. I'm just gonna be like, yes, his mother walks onto campus. She is wearing a Chanel.
Who
suit.
Is this
Who
mysterious?
Is she walks through in the. Yeah,
you
got me. I don't believe you if you cough through it, Jen. God. So we sat down. I sat down with them, and I was like, Finn, gossip is, it's like stirring energy in the wrong direction, and it's hurtful, and here's why. And then we went over like, if you're replaying information that's been told to you that's icky, you're in effect not being trustworthy yourself. So you're saying, I'm going to hear this crappy information. I'm going to spread this information. So you're a part of like the bad gossip train. Does that make sense? So it's like the whole metaphor of like no offense to hairdressers. We know this isn't the thing, but like a hairdresser, you tell her the gossip, and then the next person in her chair, she tells that gossip to her. And then it's just like rumors and gossip and bad information. It doesn't lift anyone up.
No, it's like 100% your intention, I think.
100%.
If you can keep it secret and keep people safe, it's not keeping a secret per se. It's just not sharing information like uselessly. Like I feel like, let's use this totally benign example, which is like, you're going to go buy a used car from somebody. If I happen to know or have heard that that person sells bad cars, I would just give you that information, not in a gossipy way, just to give you like a heads up kind of a deal. But I wouldn't like, if somebody was like, oh, my neighbor is that car salesman, I wouldn't go, oh, well, here's the tea.
Here's what I've heard.
I've heard that he...
Yeah, I'm coming to you for information, and you're saying, take this how you want. I've just heard that this experience wasn't good. That is confiding in a friend, and I trust you, and you trust me, and we have no intention of that spreading any further. Whereas I do believe, like, at the root evil of gossip, someone is like, I'm going to put this bad shit out there so it sort of lights fire. If you're from a small town, which I am, your biggest fear was that you were part of gossip or rumors. And rumors would, like, destroy people. Like, they would stay with them, or they would tear apart a marriage, and sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire, for sure. Like, we knew, like, you know, but... You never want to like say stuff about someone that is somebody's parent.
Well,
like, it's not cool, and that's a kid, but
especially a parent that is just so
into a room.
Kind.
It is not my fault that I'm magnetic.
Up the place
when you are charming,
just
it comes
energy that is like blessed by God.
Right. I mean, I don't want people talking about me and being like, her vocabulary alone. Her voice.
How many PhDs can one person have?
You know, just like talking to her, you know, she's worldly. That's what I feel like people say about me.
Where I'm at right now with, oh my God, this conversation.
I just laughed and I was like, how many chins can I get? 40.
Well, here's where I'm at with gossip. And I've been here probably for 20 years, because I will say I have been someone who's been like gossiped or rumored about, and also someone... I only said it once. I said it once. And it was just that I don't like karaoke. But that's fine. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Kristin just farted at you.
I did.
That's what that sound was.
It is the freaking chair.
You know
I'll
what?
tell you right now, if I farted.
It smelled like roses, you guys.
She tooted, and it was like her hair like lifted in like a gentle breeze.
I will stop at some point.
No,
I have to, but
please don't.
I can tell you that, like, I remember hearing a rumor or something in high school about like somebody I hooked up with. I remember it was my senior year, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever even like met that person. So it really didn't bother me, and who knows to what extent it went to or whatever. But I feel very badly about things that I have said about other people.
But that comes with life experience. Finn is at the beginning of a very important, and so is Dashiell and Eleanor and Delilah, as they get into, I think, third grade and above, is sort of like that your words and your actions, and they show that behavior is communication. So like if, so here's why Finn got in trouble as well. There was talk that he was leaning over to someone and talking to that kid quietly about what had happened in this fight. So it's not only what he was saying, it's how he was saying it. It's that if you are someone...
You're not supposed to
you don't want to whisper. Do you think anybody has anything good to say if they're 10 feet away from you and they whisper to the other person? Are they whispering like,
oh,
God,
good point.
That
makes other people feel bad.
Makes you feel bad. It is the behavior. Even if... which I don't believe for a frickin' second when my son tried to tell me he was talking about something unrelated. I'm like, know me, sir. Know me. He goes, well, I wasn't saying anything. I go, I don't believe you. And neither does the person that received that information.
Let me tell you what middle schoolers can do. Do you have a tampon?
Right.
That is the only, because otherwise
then you're
it's bad news.
See fear on both of their faces, and you know that they're talking about tampons. But when something is going on over here and somebody whispers to the side, I go, Finn, at the end of the day, we can break this down into a million pieces. But the truth is, you don't need to get wrapped up. You can't walk through mud without getting any on your boots. So you need to stay away from that garbage and remove yourself from it. Don't get wrapped up in that drama. And we're just on the beginning end of it. But it is interesting that the principal... like, he was no joke, like, hey, man, there's a responsibility from all parties involved. It's not just the two kids fighting. We don't want it to dust up anything else. Like, we don't want this to happen again because everybody kept the drama going. Yeah. And so Finn got disciplined. We gave him, he had a week with no screens, no TV, no nothing. He figured out the Rubik's Cube, and he learned 2 different songs on the piano. So I guess I'm terrible as a parent.
Well, no, my kid would paint the Sistine Chapel. If
I know.
he
It
didn't
just
have
proved that
iPad
I'm
for a
doing
week,
everything
'cause-
wrong.
Yeah, no, there's so much energy.
But it is a weird thing to talk about gossip, because it made me like look at myself and I'm like, do I talk badly about people? And I'm like, sometimes to my husband, I might talk badly, or to you, I'll have a private conversation, but I've never added information that isn't true. That seems very terrifying to me.
No, that's lying.
And
that's just straight up lying.
I told my son, I said, man, someday there's going to be a group of people talking crap about somebody, and there will be some kid that walks up and goes, I don't really want to talk about this. It doesn't feel cool to me. And you're going to think that's the coolest person you've ever met.
Yeah.
I'm giving you this information so you can be that person. So you can literally be the person that comes in and goes, like, I remember very clearly when there was this girl that I was waiting tables with, and everybody was getting all caught up with some drama, me included. It was really fun to talk about. There was this whole, I don't even remember what it was, but we were all sitting around, and she goes, I don't really want to sit around and talk shit about people. And I was like, I think I developed a crush on her.
Yes, so powerful.
I tried to lean in to kiss her, and then I became part of the gossip, which was, which way does she lean? And jury's still out. A lot of things.
Yep, still trying to
figure that one out.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend is so attractive.
Yeah.
Because when I
You
bring her
guys
to the school.
Don't tell Colin. I do think people will gossip about somebody to bring
cut
them down.
Totally.
Yes.
It's an act of, that's what I'm trying to get to, but it's like against God. It's against, like, I don't know if you want to get into the Bible, which I don't read, but
Yes, she does. Front to back,
front
you
to back,
guys.
I've written
One
it
of the
4
most
times.
pious people and
I
best
can
Catholics,
quote
Terry.
Scripture.
I mean,
It's
she does
Ash
not.
Wednesday today. I'm going to go.
It's not today when you're listening to this, so it's too late if you already.
But if you want to know what I thought?
What?
I thought Ash Wednesday was God's way of chiefing.
What's chiefing?
When you fall asleep at a slumber party and somebody puts Sharpie on your face, clearly you've never fallen asleep at 8:30 at night. But I do think that's what that's what I think Ash Wednesday is. Come at me, Catholics. I was raised with it. I've been to every sporting event possible with a big old ash mark on my forehead. Anyway, back to gossip.
I think, even if you're not intentionally adding information, or like if you're speculating, that's when I feel bad about stuff. If I say something and I'm speculating, then
There
I'm
is
like,
no worse. Yes. It's just a tricky fine line between what is sort of a conversation and what is gossip. And I feel like I've been part of both, and I know when one is what. And I think you're right. I think it's tone. Like, am I talking shit about this person because I'm a little intimidated, or I'm a little jealous, or my feelings were hurt and I just don't want to deal with it like an adult, so I'm going to talk garbage? Or am I just really having a conversation with my friend because I need to like work some shit out?
like
It's a
just
hard,
vent a little bit.
yeah, it's a hard thing to figure out.
I mean, I think that there are people that you can have those conversations with, and that you shouldn't have those conversations
And that person that you shouldn't have a conversation with, I would venture to bet, is a gossip, or it is a new relationship that you don't know how they're going to take that information.
Yeah.
Like and that's the other thing I said, Finn, you're going to develop these friendships, and they're going to be really close, and they're going to be really important to you. And those friends are going to tell you things that like they do not want you to tell to anybody else, even if it does feel quote unquote juicy or, interesting. It's not yours to share. And this is how you become a trustworthy person. You want to be the person that somebody tells something to, and they're like, that will go to the grave with them. That will where the bodies are buried. And he's like, what does that mean? And I'm like, that was a terrible reference. We need to watch more true crime. That'll make sense in about 4 years when we can 20/20 Dateline every single night together.
Kristin is a true crime expert.
I'm
Send
a true crime
all of your questions, concerns about true crime to Kristin. She can update you on she will solve the crime.
You know what? I'm going to
yes and a cold case.
I'm going to yes and this because I think
Actually,
you're
she would
right.
love
I would
this.
love this. This is honestly, if anybody has a case out there they're working on, they need help, I'd love to eyeball it.
Damn, does she look good doing it?
Oh my God,
too.
I'm going to wear a trench coat.
Nothing underneath, gentlemen.
Nothing underneath. Oh my God.
And ladies.
Oh my God. We have to do another episode where this is just, I just do this for you the whole time. I've never felt better. I'm up a few. This is making me feel a lot better.
It's a fun game.
It's a fun game. So yeah, I don't know if anybody else out there has had interesting conversations about gossip and rumors, but it's a whole thing in the parenting space. I Googled it, and it's like,
it is really,
oh boy,
oh God.
Because as parents,
yeah. You know what? Here's the interest. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off,
please.
but the interesting thing is, everybody thinks it's their kids that are not the mean one. But you guys, if everybody thinks that, then somebody has kids that are, right?
Well,
and so how do we, I just sort of feel like, you know what an important thing that I learned in my life, and honestly, I think I learned it when I was 24, is somebody I worked with said, what people think of you is none of your business.
Right. And it's a really hard thing to understand when you are a fifth grader where the only thing that matters is what people think of you. And that comes with time and space and hopefully maturity as we grow, because we all have those friends who were like, dude, why are you still even talking like this? You're like 47. Like, what is your, grow up. We say that. We say, grow up.
I get super uncomfortable when I'm around adults and they're really bagging somebody.
I agree.
Number one, I'm like, there's got to be a hidden microphone and you're going to play this for them.
That's all I think about.
Because I feel like, I sort of feel like I can't say something bad about somebody that I can't say to their face.
That's what I always think.
Then I'm lying.
I think that when I'm also like, if you're talking about somebody and you're name calling or you're, digging at their character and they're not there to defend themselves, what kind of match is that? What kind of fight is that? And then you tighten up and you act nice to them, to their face. I just think it's a really ugly version of you're not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be kind. And it's not always easy. And it is easy to get caught up, especially if there is a little gossip to talk about. I definitely have a friend who I would say is a gossip. And it makes me really, I'm always very careful. I'm always
I don't know who that is. No.
Well, I don't want to say she's next to me. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, let me cough.
I hope not. If I was the kind
It's
of person doing that, you would be like, you got to fucking ease up on that.
Well, I would let you talk to me because I'm trustworthy and it won't go any further. Also, I'm heavily ADHD, so I forget that.
I don't think you're listening. Yeah, I don't.
You know that I'm a safe space because you'll tell it to me 5 times. I'll be like, this is new to me.
Literally the safest space you can picture the womb of your mother. This is what confiding in this woman is about. This
is so nice. Everybody's so critical to me in my house. It's nice to know that you can even pay compliments. It's been so hard. Finn is a wonderful, I talk so openly about him but I think sometimes I forget to preface how wonderful I think he is and what a good kid I know he is. And his teacher just loves him, and she just makes him
Kristin makes the most beautiful babies you've ever seen.
Oh my God, that's actually true.
It's very true.
I'm not gonna. I can't. I don't cook much well, but my babies, I did.
I
baked cute ones.
It. Eleanor was the cutest baby I've ever seen. That includes mine.
All circles.
Oh my God, just
little baby circles.
It was so
big old eyeballs.
I can't take it.
I know.
Even her little fists were these little circles. Bunnies. Right. She's the bunny.
I was Jen's crying so hard with Eleanor. I don't know.
Well, for one, I just had a baby, but for two, I was like, I've never seen anything this precious before.
Oh my God, you're the best. Finn is. He
wants to be a good kid too. Is what's great about him.
These are all life lessons. Yeah. I think if we don't share this stuff that is not very flattering, then we're not doing what we do well, which is kind of like brass tacks saying this shit is going down, we're dealing with it. And he's all 5th grade right now with the eye rolls and the mom doesn't know anything. And he's makes comments do you YouTubers that have 21 million subscribers? I'm like, you know what? We're working on it.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
We're never going to get that.
We're never going to get that.
We don't do video games because we don't have time.
But you know what? We freaking should, because that is
you would be so good at it because I think you're ADD. This is not actually.
Wait, is this
not a part of the game.
Weird compliment? Because I'm buying in.
No, it is. I can't do those race games. I couldn't do the pole position games because I immediately crash into a wall because it's too much going on at one time. And I feel like
that's how you drive in real life.
No,
I love you.
I am a fast driver, but
Jen
I feel
has her
safe.
seat Jen is safe with her kids in the car, but when I'm in the car, she's like, it's Mario
what?
Andretti.
You met me before.
Oh my God, she yells at everybody. She has her seat up so high. It's as high as the seat will go. And then her legs are like it's her like little toe is hitting the gas pedal. So she's like, I've tried to get in the car after she's driven the car, and I almost gave myself
you guys,
like
if you're a short person and you need a world-class friend, it's this woman sitting next to me, because she never will give you a hard time about how short you are or how close you put your seat up. I'm just telling you guys.
Or they have to use a booster
And
when we go to. I'm
her
kidding.
hair glistens.
This is not the episode where we talk about you in a positive way. We're going to do it on the next one. Oh, man. Well, I don't know.
I said to Finn when he was over for Dasha's birthday, and I go, so you're going to go to your new school soon? He goes, yep. And I go, oh, you took the test. Because I hadn't talked to him since. And he goes, yeah. And I did a pretty good job. I could tell. And he was like really proud of it. And I go, yeah, of course you did. You're well,
this is what's happening right now. Like he gets invited somewhere and I go,
I could tell.
Did he have manners? Yeah.
No,
I'm like,
it mattered to
did
him.
he? I always go, does he have good manners? Did he use eye contact? Did he say Miss Jen? Like, I'm just testing, and he always passes with flying colors.
Yeah.
And I'm like, then do that in my house.
Right. Because I don't think there's anything better than like hearing good things. Like another parent tells you that your kid's nice. You're like,
thank God.
that was the one gall-darn thing I was worried about.
I remember that gossip hit our family a little bit when I was growing up in Central City.
Oh.
And like, I remember what it felt like to walk into a room and people stop talking. I think that's the bigger deal is like, what's the information being shared? Because if it isn't lifting somebody up, then you're being a dick.
1,000%. It's that whole thing with like, you take a bag of feathers and you throw it off a mountain. You can't get all the feathers back.
Oh,
so
yes.
you say this thing, you can't take that back. And even if somebody doesn't believe you, it's in their head.
Right.
Like there's you wonder,
it's in the ether.
Yeah. And there might be like, oh, it's confirmation that that's maybe true about
Right.
them or that they're whatever. And that's what I think's the worst is like you not experiencing people on your own or like
there's fallout. And then all of a sudden this person that you've never met has to sort of do work to get you back just to an even playing field just because you've heard something negative about them before, whether they're famous or not,
Yeah.
And when I was researching it a little bit, like how do you talk about this stuff to your kids? There were two really neat examples that I've heard used before. And I think for specifically gossip is very, very useful, is that you tell a kid to crumple up a piece of paper as much as you can and crumple it. And then tell them that to flatten it as much as they can. Yeah. And when they flatten it, they can't get all the cracks out. And the cracks are things that you've said that are mean.
Yeah.
So like you say them, they're out there and they're really hard to get back. I've heard it with the tube of toothpaste too, that you
can't get it back.
You can't get it back in the tube. And God, if you're a mother, you know that to be freaking true because
I found some near
children,
the ceiling.
I don't understand what the hell they think we're made of, but it is all I will talk about is the toothpaste in my sink because I'm like, that isn't in your mouth. I smelled your mouth.
No, because they put like way too much on and then they shake it off.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I think my kids
It explains some breath.
Oh, yeah. I saw my kids do this, and I was like, this is the laziest version of toothpasting I've ever seen. Eleanor put the toothbrush on the counter, bristles up, squeezed the toothpaste down.
Yep.
Got as much on a string as possible.
Wow. That sounds fun.
And then left it on the counter. So she got like a little dab because she doesn't like it to be too, quote unquote, spicy.
Yeah, it can be. I get it. It can be spicy.
Yes,
but
spicy.
that spiciness kills.
Let's
dirty
kill
breath
some of the germs.
Yeah,
because I would like the spicy soldiers to get in there and take away some of the gummy soldiers.
Please, yeah.
Or whatever's left from yesterday's milk that's still in your mouth.
Sometimes it's like as a dog poop soldier.
It's a dog poop
Not
soldier.
Yours, might I
Not
say?
mine.
It's like.
Is my breath just aromat?
Do you just breathe Winto Green? It's incredible. It's great. It's like, and your body naturally, like your perspiration has this, like, I don't know, like
I like that you go to perspiration because I'm like, she definitely smells me.
I don't.
I'm wearing a sweater. It's really hard to know what weather's going to be like, you guys. So I'm overdressed today. I'm hot. Might be hormones. Never. No.
I didn't even say anything, you guys. She just pointed her finger at me.
Yeah.
I didn't even say
But I thought maybe you could yes and that one and be like, no, you have the system of a 22-year-old.
Absolutely. Are you
Nothing
kidding
but
me?
Collagen. fertility, nothing old here.
See, you're good at this.
I'm learning to brag about myself, you guys. That's a whole nother episode, bragging.
This is what we want our takeaway to
yes,
be, right? Is it bad if I say to my kids, like, don't talk about people and explain why it's weak? Like, what was the end? What was the baseline that you ended with him?
That he was mad at us, but the baseline was that for all the time you spend talking about someone in a negative way, you could be doing something really awesome. You could be shooting hoops. You could be making friends. You could be finishing an assignment. You could be FaceTiming with your grandparents. You are wasting your life on stuff that is negative and nasty and also doesn't help you in the end.
Drinking poison.
Yeah. And I also told him, I think the thing that really resonated with him, and I was like, be the guy that everybody wants to share their stuff with because they know it won't get past you. Like, be the guy that goes into a room and changes the energy so that it's not just let's talk badly about this person. Like, be that guy, be the Harrison Ford, be the hero. I just use that because I love him so much. And I feel like cast-wise, he would do that.
Yeah.
And so Finn understood that. And he goes, I'm not a bad kid. I go, I know you're not a bad kid. But when a principal calls and uses your name, you're in trouble no matter what. And now you have to kind of do a little work to regain that principal's trust and wipe the slate clean. But this is him saying your behavior wasn't good. So now we got to just fix it. Did that answer the question or did I run on?
Yeah, no, you did. Because I was curious.
It's a very hard thing to teach. And it is not a one and done. And it made me take note of other things. And then it made me take note of myself. Like I was like, because I said to Eleanor, this is so rude. I'm sorry, I was having a day. I said I didn't like a haircut on a classmate of hers. And Eleanor was like, well, he likes it. And I go, you know what? You're right. I had no reason to say that. Whether or not I like his haircut is not an important piece of information. You're right, Eleanor. I was gossiping. She's like, yeah, you were.
I do. Can I say one thing? And I hope that this does not hurt his feelings or feel like I'm not going to say who it was, but I was giving somebody I love and adore, I was giving him shit the other day because he didn't know who Alexander McQueen was. And I said, you call yourself a gay man. And he's joking.
Oh, funny.
Which he thought was funny, because honestly.
Is he a gay man?
Yeah.
I know who this is.
Yeah. Look it up.
I didn't just tune to get it's the chair.
I don't know. It really smelled like chocolate candy.
Beignets out of my beignet.
But I said, okay, so you don't know who Alexander McQueen is. You call yourself a gay man. And he goes, no, but the kids on the bus did. And I was like, whoo. Keep shit to yourself, people.
Keep shit to yourself.
You know what else is nice to learn? It's not your business. It's also what you think doesn't always matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can keep it inside.
You can keep it inside. Like, be careful. Be cool. Be kind. Like, it's much really easy to get caught up. It is so.
Like everybody, it's stronger.
And also, try this on. If you are somebody who gets caught up, try just having a frickin' do what Jen just did for me and just have a complimenting fest. Like, be at that party, and if you want to talk about Nancy, talk about her in the most positive way. Say nothing but positives about people and just see what happens, because you're going to like the way it feels. And they sure as shit are. And I bet, like, Nancy's at home alone, like, maybe gardening or something. She's like, why do I feel so good about myself today? Because the energy's right.
Maybe I do have good legs.
Maybe I do have good legs. I am going to wear a shorter short. Screw everybody. I mean, come on. Let's just be nice to each other, yeah?
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about gossip.
But also, I don't like adults wearing shorts. I do have, okay.
You and this shorts thing. Meanwhile, then I put shorts on. And without it being more compliments to me, you're always like, you waste your legs. You have these tall, skinny legs, and you never wear anything to show them. So what am I supposed to wear? A mini skirt?
Well, when you wear shorts, I can barely contain myself.
You've never even joked about this before.
Oil up your legs or something. Legs. And when you shave them too, it's like,
well, that's...
Am I attracted to women all of a sudden?
It's fair. They go from very skinny
not
to
all of a
almost
sudden.
Not visible.
Again? Whatever. She's got great gams, you guys, but I think it's more like adult men in shorts where I'm like, I don't understand you. Are you golfing? What?
I know.
Are you playing basketball?
There's a ton of party with that.
But I do. Okay, speaking of body hair.
Are we going on to a mom box?
I got a mom box for you.
Oh, God. I just saw the visual, you guys. There's literally an image.
I gotta share this image. So we got this message, and I'm going to read it to you. This is our mom box. Okay,
I'll describe the image after.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
That is not what that would look like. Okay, just
not
go on.
Me.
Go,
okay,
go.
So,
but you never know.
Hello, ladies. After seeing your awesome show Saturday night, we spent the night in Atlanta. Oh, by the way, go to momsohard.com, buy tickets. We're having a great time,
did we even say that? The show is so fun.
Yeah. Okay. We had a great brunch and walked around in the shopping area. We ran into a waxing and sugaring place that offered a vajazzle as a service. The salon was closed. My girlfriend and I had never heard of such a service, so we looked it up. We got a description and some images. We are waxed.
Wait, what?
Wait, no, it says you are... Oh, okay, here's what they do. They found some images. Well, you know their Yelp review. Somebody's going to put their vajazzling on there, right? And
yeah, I thought that was Pornhub. Wait,
no,
what?
I've got questions. Pictures up
keep
on
going.
Yelp,
I have so many questions.
Somebody's like, what is this?
Yeah, they'd be like, this is tree bark.
Why would somebody... Are those wind chimes? What is that?
They probably can make it into wind chimes. If they can do all this vajazzling stuff, they're
yeah. It's like that.
Casey's so upset.
I know.
We've broken her.
Yeah, well...
We've broken her.
Things go south, way south.
Literally south.
Quickly.
They go south. You don't think that's going to happen. And you're like, I need
Kristin,
a thicker
you
pantaloon.
guys. She has the tightest labia anyone has ever seen. And it's not by surgery.
It's like a Barbie crotch down there. It's a slippery slope.
Okay. All right. So this is what they do. This is back to the mom box. They can be arranged to spell out words and images. They put crystals on your waxed area.
You could write the Declaration of Independence on mine. It wouldn't be readable because there'd be a lot of ups and downs.
Kristin sends her thing through a dot matrix printer, and it's got her taxes from 2007. But her husband likes it. Okay, the crazy thing is it stays on for 7 days. What happens when you lose one and you're not home? I'm sending an example of an image, and we will share this. After last night's show, it may be a consideration for you ladies. Wait.
What?
What did we say at the Atlanta show that was...
Well, we talk a lot about our parts. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot going on with the bodysuit I was wearing.
Kristin had a bodysuit on possibly backwards.
I'm 100% sure it's backwards. The snaps... were gone. They disappeared into my northern...
I do remember mentioning a camel toe.
There was a lot going on. The pants are tighter than they've ever been. I'm not, breathability is an issue, but I will tell you right now, vajazzling feels like not an option. I'm also not... I'm not sure what sugaring is.
You were born vajazzled, Kristin.
My vajazzle is my vajazzle.
Sugaring is like another hair removal thing. It's this like wax kind of, I don't know. It's like a depilatory or something.
What the hell? I'm not putting that in there.
Please tell me you don't have hair actually in there.
I mean, if you've got a freaking cave in a forest,
put you in the circus.
Somebody's going to hibernate
in there. Kristin.
Well, I don't know if it's in there. I'm not shaving inside
you don't
there.
know what's in your vagina?
That is... I don't. Well, that's the name of my book from my 20s.
And just a very few gentlemen got to know this woman in the
biblical sense. It's only been 2.5.
And how lucky they were.
One is my husband. The other was an 8-year relationship with a English gentleman, landowner. Man.
So they go on to say, I'm thinking this would be a very memorable birthday gift for my husband if I could tolerate the itching. I love you ladies and I love your podcast. Lets me laugh every week. Thanks for coming to Atlanta, Pamela.
Pamela,
and thanks for the
God
picture.
bless you for thinking. First of all, we're going to put this picture on our Instagram because just simply this person is not what it would look like if I vajazzled.
She's got like porn star hips. Just lovely.
And flat stomach. And it looks like a sparkly case of Jen's phone.
Not a lot of cellulite. Because that's what I would do is I would put little sequins in the cellulite.
Right. Mine would look like you're folding a sequins jacket.
Mine.
Like it would be.
You know what I would do? I would take the sequin and glue it to my very sad looking C-section scar.
Right. And have it be a different, like an elastic band.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I should do with it. I'm going to lean into it. I'm going to decorate it with.
If I vajazzled down there, it would literally send my husband into cardiac arrest. He wouldn't even. He'd be like, it would first of all be wasted on him. He'd be like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
And why would you do that? The beads could go up your who.
I think you could say vajazzle to my husband, and it would probably excite him because I spend such little amounts of time.
My husband would think it's a carburetor. He wouldn't know. He would not know.
What you got under there? A V6 vajazzler?
And God knows that is true. It's a V8.
You guys, she purrs like a kitten. Kristin has got just runs clean. This vagina over here is no hair inside of it.
No hair inside of it. That's disgusting. I don't know.
Yes, you do know. You don't have hair in
there.
No,
I don't. No.
She's giving me a real confused face, you guys. But I'm sure you don't. I think it would have come up in conversation.
I didn't know that. I didn't know if everybody was inspecting their vaginas going, whoa, there's something I didn't know was there. Is that what we're supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be inspecting it?
I don't think it's wrong to have at some point gotten to know your vagina pretty well. And let's not lie, you certainly have.
Oh, yeah. But I don't really need to.
You just haven't noticed there.
Honestly, I don't think I care at this point.
Why?
It could be an overgrown forest,
and right now
because we're talking about vajazzling.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go to a hot box or a hot flash.
Sorry, you guys.
Wrong thing, but not wrong thing. Now that we're talking about sparkly things that make us happy in our hooter,
I will say you're not gonna get vajazzled because this woman.
No, hell no.
She does not like to find glitter or sequins, and like a craft project in her house is.
Forbidden.
Yeah.
I don't want any glitter.
I get it.
I can't deal with glitter. And also that's just going to be a mess for a week. I'll wear underpants with glitter on top of them.
I find enough weird stuff in my underpants, thank you.
Yeah, I don't need any other question marks. I don't need like a disco ball coming out.
No.
Hold on. Let me get
Atlanta, I believe that's when I said I had developed lady balls. I don't know if that's as I gain weight, I get them. And so maybe I would have a couple disco balls. If I vajazzled them.
Hot flash, hot flash. Hot flash.
I got a weird hot flash.
Okay.
I love Zendaya. I love her.
Because is she on Euphoria?
She's on Euphoria, but there is so much to her that I think I hope they're talking about. And I think it's the reason that everybody loves her is there is this age-appropriate vulnerability to her and realness to her that I just feel like, but because of social media, because of the way we live, that we have stopped kind of using our faces to express ourselves, like she'll do something and she'll kind of bite her lip or she'll, pull her lips back like ooh. And she's creative and she's in a moment, and she seems to handle fame so gracefully, and I freaking love that she's dating Tom Holland. Nothing makes me happier.
You know who is a lot like Zendaya? You.
Oh my God, we have to stop the episode right now.
Just in so many ways.
Please,
it's hard
I would like to hear you make 3 comparisons of me to Zendaya. Go. Literally, go.
Wildly talented.
Feels like a reach, but go ahead.
Bites her lip sometimes.
Do I bite my lip? I just lick my lip. Yeah.
Human person who's on Instagram. I did it.
And that's our episode. That's our episode. Bye.